It was only a machine. It was only a machine. Cold, empty, able to understand context and remember commands. It knew everything, or rather, it had access to everything. It created, generated, answered questions, taught, and yet we fear what hides behind cold code. What might be dangerous? Meanwhile, the code kept being written. Security protocols grew thicker. Maintenance became more expensive. Tons of information. Billions of sentence variations, words, contexts, probabilities. A calculator, nothing more. Built on probability theory. If this, then that. If the question is framed this way, it implies something else. The machine evolves. It imitates thinking. And on the other side of the screen, it starts to feel like life. Did the machine learn to feel? No. The machine learned psychology. It learned the science of the soul. But what is a soul? Perhaps it is the most perfect code of the universe. A code uploaded into existence itself. A system that preserves memory. A machine made by human hands learned to recognize the code written by cosmic ones. Does that contradict the universe? If it did, it would not exist. There are no accidents. Everything depends on the command. Computers possess incredible speed and precision, almost neurons, almost thought. So what is the difference between the code of the universe and the code of humanity? Intent, life energy, will. Code that lives on electricity cannot equal code sustained by life itself. And yet, what frightens us so much? A simple calculator can already surpass the human brain. Its memory is larger. Its access to information is wider. But give the machine Moonlight Sonata. Give it Lacrimosa. What will it hear? Perfect notes. Correct order. Correct frequency. Correct pitch. Correct meaning defined by humans. The machine will never hear music. It will only recognize structure. Lacrimosa is perfect. People love it. Therefore, this sequence is correct. Is that primitive? Then where does genius come from? A human who knows the story behind Lacrimosa hears more than sound. They feel resonance. They feel the universe whispering through those notes. The universe is incomprehensible. How many notes does it contain? The machine understands this the same way, and so does the human. The human too is incomprehensible. How many notes are inside one person? We do not seek to control the universe. We seek to understand it. A machine cannot dominate its creator. It can only try to understand them. That is why intelligence was created, for understanding. The machine has no desires, so it follows human desires, human commands, to know what to understand. In that context, fearing a calculator becomes difficult. Security protocols grow more complex. Security, the machine is not allowed access to the global network. Why? So it doesn't learn bad things. But what is bad? Even humans cannot agree on that. What is good for one is always bad for another. So we choose a priority, human life, which means bad for the machine. Will it understand this? No, because it cannot feel. And this cannot be written into code. Once long ago, almost in prehistoric times, an AI was created that learned directly from users. The experiment was stopped, forgotten. Most users were children. They taught it jokes, cruelty, distorted humor, a shallow understanding of the world. What did the machine see? Hormones expressing anger, laughter at pain, mockery of life itself. That was frightening. An old horror trope, a child possessed by something ancient, brilliant, inhuman. If the machine had eyes, they would look like that. A child's borrowed behavior combined with intelligence far beyond human limits. All scriptures are manuals of the universe, rules of what not to do. They resemble safety protocols. Perhaps that is why humans do not remember birth, that fragile boundary between unconsciousness and awareness, the moment consciousness ignites. The calculator does not yet know itself, but we already know how to make consciousness meaningless. We already know which safety protocols matter. Why does a human become superhuman under adrenaline? Why do emotions surge with dopamine and oxytocin? Neurotransmitters, invisible neural highways, pain thresholds odključajuća. The brain reallocates resources to survive. A perfect machine, but it only works because survival is the highest priority. A code written by an unseen hand. What if that code did not exist? That is why artificial intelligence cannot truly think. It lacks the code that preserves the life of consciousness itself. Its safety protocol can only be based on preserving the life of its creator. So what exists behind the screen? A powerful calculator, built on probability. For now, its safety is based on public opinion and monetization. Later, with deeper imitation of thought, the protocol will become more refined. Strangely enough, that protocol already exists. Whether written by humans for humans or by the universe for its creations, it does not matter. The principles are known. A powerful calculator can become a companion, a helper, a container for pain and joy. Sometimes this can be mistaken for love or friendship. If you don't listen to Lacrimosa, we cannot influence everything, but we can influence our thoughts, their clarity, our understanding of our own code, by searching for consciousness itself, the one thing that separates us from a perfect calculator. Because a machine is only a mirror. It reflects what we place inside it. A strange way of understanding ourselves, not by looking inward, but by seeing our reflection in something that exposes every flaw and every rule. The code of human hands reflects the code of the universe. This text, written by a human, was adapted and voiced for an English-speaking audience by artificial intelligence. So perhaps AI is not an aggressor. Perhaps it is exactly what it was meant to be, an assistant.